Hey there, welcome to my channel. My name is Cindy and I am all about simplifying everything. So in today's video, we are going to talk about how you can grow food in an inner city urban courtyard without any grass. So if you have seen my welcome video, you would know that I live in a quite small inner city apartment with my husband and my rescue dog Bruno, and we are wanting to set up our own food forest in our courtyard. Now, we tried to do this earlier in the year, but then COVID-19 hit, and for the life of me I could not find I couldn't find soil, I couldn't find seeds, I couldn't find seedlings, I couldn't find a raised garden bed, because the whole country went crazy and bought everything, thinking that we were going to, I don't know, meet end of days maybe. So, I mean, that's all good. That means that there are a whole bunch of Australians now who are growing their own food, which they wouldn't have done before COVID. So you just have to look for the positives, right? So, now, finally, things have settled down and we are able to find the things that you need to grow food. So today, I am going to share with you our plan for our courtyard, and I'm also going to give you 3 tips so that you can start planning your own urban food forest. Okay, so here is my plan for our courtyard garden now, what will hopefully be our urban food forest. So this wall along here is the wall that faces out to the entranceway to the unit, so people walk backwards and forwards there. So what we've done is we've put a great big just a whole bunch of palms, really big golden cane palms, which work really well in our subtropical climate, and they provide a screen for us, so privacy for us, and also shade. So we're in a really sunny spot, so that gives us a lot of shade for our herbs that will be here. And then here I'm going to plant 2 medicine flower beds. You would have seen one of them already in one of my other videos, but I'm going to do another one here. So that is for herbal medicines, for teas and ointments, and just generally taking care of our health without having to go to the doctors. So this is where you walk in to our courtyard, and right here I'm growing a flower garden. I've got lilies and I've got bougainvillea there at the moment, but I want a rose garden. So that is my wish list, my little dream spot. Right here we've got a big pillar holding up the balcony of next door, or upstairs I guess. There's a cactus garden there. What's a home without a cactus garden? Here's our barbecue. Now we've got an outdoor lounge here, and over here, this is our bedroom in here, and I've got a really big and beautiful monstera, which I just want to keep there because he's so gorgeous. Over here is our aircon unit. Now in the summertime, the air conditioning is always on, and what that means is that hot air comes blasting out to here. So I have been growing kale and tomatoes and things over here over the winter. Unfortunately, once summer comes, that's just going to be impossible. So I don't know what I can put there yet, but I will persevere. Maybe some olives or something might work. And then over here in this corner, which gets a lot of sun in the summer, just enough to not burn everything, I guess. This will be our fruit trees. We already have a fig and a lemon tree and a lime and a blueberry that is going off. Our blueberry tree is going off. And then through here I'm going to grow tomatoes and veggies and zucchinis in the summertime, and anything that will not die in our ridiculous heat. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is survey your space. There's no point in going out and buying plants and just putting them out willy-nilly and then finding that you don't have the right conditions, or that your spot is too windy, or it doesn't get enough sun. So spend a few months observing your surroundings, observing the place where you are going to grow your food. Now, we have had the luxury of almost a year because of COVID. So we know where the sun lands in the summer, where it is in the spring, how it looks in the winter. We know which way the wind comes from. And these are all really important things because you need to choose plants that are going to work in your environment. And if, for example, you've got a really windy spot, you need to be able to work out, how can you block certain parts of your garden off so that the wind doesn't damage your plants? Or if you are always in full sun, how can you create some shade? There is pretty much no spot that you cannot grow some kind of plant in if you find a way to, or first of all, if you find the right plants, and second of all, if you find a way to work around any issues and problems that you have. Okay, your next step, step 2, is to make a plan. What will work where? What are you going to grow in spring that will work in your conditions? Where are you going to put your pots? How many pots are you going to have? What sort of pots do you need? How much soil will you need? What can you group together? So, it makes sense that if you have a particularly sunny spot, you're going to put all of the plants that need a lot of sun in that spot. How can you make it work? Take your time. It doesn't have to be done in an afternoon, or unless inspiration strikes you. Take your time, work out what it is that you want to grow, where it's going to grow in your patch, and then make a plan for it. So then you don't get lost in excitement like I tend to do and then end up with stuff everywhere, so that you have a plan and that you can have the best chance of lots and lots of fresh produce. And my third step is to dream. Make a wish list. There are plants that will grow almost anywhere, and there are staples that everyone should have. But then there are the dreaming things, like I really, really want to grow pomegranates. And I'd love to have a little flower section, which I've put in my plan. You would have seen that, it's in my plan. But I want to grow things like roses, which aren't really a subtropical plant, but I'm going to find a way to make it work. So have a dream list. Have in my wildest dreams, I would like to grow this. And then that can be your special project, your research subject if you love doing research. That can be your little bragging corner almost. So that's it for today. I'm going to be shooting a lot more videos about this and showing you how we're growing and what we're growing and how our garden is coming along. So if that sounds interesting to you, please subscribe and I will see you in the next video. Until then, take it easy.